Welcome to Your Sleep Coach, the podcast dedicated to helping you reclaim your nights so you can live your best days. I'm your host, Devin Burke, best-selling author, TEDx speaker, and the founder of Sleep Science Academy. I help exhausted insomniacs fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up energized using proven science-backed strategies and holistic coaching methods. So whether you're tired of tossing and turning or looking to optimize your rest for better health, you are in the right place. So each episode, we're going to dive into expert insights, practical tips, and real-life success stories to help you sleep deeply to live fully. No pills, no gimmicks, just the tools you need to create the sleep you deserve. So get ready to say goodbye to sleepless nights and hello to more peaceful, powerful, and present you. Let's dive in. In today's episode, I'm giving you an exclusive look inside our signature 8-week Sleep Science Academy program where lives are transformed one night at a time. This training is designed to help you understand and overcome the root cause of sleepless nights. You're going to get a taste of the tools, the insights, and the strategies that have helped thousands of people finally break free from the cycle of insomnia and anxiety around sleep. So whether you're struggling with falling asleep, staying asleep, or simply want to upgrade your sleep quality, this episode will provide powerful takeaways you can start using today. So sit back, relax, or take notes if you're feeling inspired, and let's dive into this special training from our proven 8-week program. Okay, welcome to this training on what it's really about. So, on this session, we are going to talk about the root cause of your sleep challenge. You're finally getting a clarity on why is this thing called sleep been such a challenge for you after all the things you've tried? And how do we stay focused on addressing the root cause? So we're really going to peel back the onion here and take a deep dive into what is or has been getting in the way of this natural thing we call sleep. So if a lack of sleep is an effect or a result and not a problem, then what is the cause? What is the cause? Let's get clarity on that. Well, it's how we think about sleep, and it's what we do or no longer do about it. And the good news is we have control over both of these things: how we think or where we place our attention, and how we respond, what we do or no longer do. So it's really the underlying thoughts that lead to the behavior patterns or the ways of being that get in the way of sleep happening. And so we are going to, on this training, really get clear on the thinking and the behaving that gets in the way of the sleep happening. So let's talk about how we think about it. So here are some common themes that we see that keep people stuck after trying all the different things. It's a doubt, fear, worry pattern. We're going to go into detail about that. Not trusting your body, resisting physical discomfort, trying to control what's not in your control, obsessing over sleep and focusing on it like it's a problem, and feeling that it's happening to you versus for you, and then just not really understanding that there's something out of balance or unresolved in your life. These are often the causes of the effect for sleep to be challenged and difficult. So let's talk about the first one. This is probably the most common one that we see here, and it's probably relevant for almost everyone that's listening to this training. So when the body's in a state of doubt, it creates an emotion of uncertainty and fear. If you doubt something, you doubt you're going to be able to sleep, you doubt that you're not broken, you doubt that, you have these doubts, these unknowns. It creates uncertainty, and that uncertainty creates an emotion of fear. And this leads the body to react in a way that releases hormones that make it more difficult for sleep to happen. Now, here is the good news. Even if these hormones are being released, sleep can still happen. It just makes it more difficult. And again, this whole program is all about removing the barriers, creating the awareness around what the barriers are, and then helping you remove those barriers to allow sleep to happen. So when sleep doesn't happen, we begin to worry, which creates more doubt or lack of trust in our body or situation, which leads to more worry. And this is an ongoing loop or pattern that often keeps us stuck unless we really recognize it or we can clearly see it, and we also can see how to get out of it. So this is what happens. We have doubt that we can sleep, doubt that we'll figure this out, doubt that, Fill in the blank. Doubt creates a sense or an emotion of fear. The fear then creates and feeds the worry, which creates and feeds more doubt, which then creates more fear. So doubt, fear, and worry are the very things that cycle, go on and on and on, that make sleep much more difficult. So how do we break that pattern? Is we establish trust, confidence through finding evidence. When the body is in a state of trust, it creates emotions of certainty and confidence, and it releases other chemicals, or it just becomes, it gets in a state of balance. So from a place of certainty and confidence, this is the greatest opportunity for sleep to happen. It's from this place of certainty, of confidence, and of trust that it makes it easy for sleep to happen. And when sleep happens, we begin to have the evidence, which creates more trust in the body or our situation, which leads to more sleep. And if we can't find evidence for ourselves yet, we can borrow it from other people. We can borrow trust and evidence. You can borrow it from us. You can borrow it from other people in the program until you have your own. So we want to start to look for evidence to establish trust, to build confidence. And this is how we get out of that doubt, fear, worry cycle is, again, we look for evidence. We look for evidence to build trust that builds confidence. And this is a different chemistry. The body releases different hormones, responds differently in this pattern than in the other pattern. And from this place, sleep happens. From the doubt, fear, worry place, it's difficult for sleep to happen. Not to say that it can't happen, it's difficult for it to happen. Another really common theme for people is resisting physical discomfort. Now, we spend most of our time avoiding pain and seeking pleasure. It's pretty much everything we do through our entire day is to avoid pain and experience pleasure. Why do we eat food? Well, it becomes painful when we don't eat, so we eat. Some people eat for pleasure, right? Every little thing we do, we go to the bathroom because it's painful if we don't, right? We work because it's painful if we don't have, resources to support ourselves. So we're constantly looking for avoiding pain and seeking pleasure. And not sleeping is, of course, it's very uncomfortable. It's very painful. And we're in a place of pain and discomfort. We tempt to do something to alleviate the discomfort and pain. This is a normal human response. If my hand's on the stove, I can take my hand off the stove. Let me do that, right? Makes sense. And there's a time and a place for taking intelligent action. And resisting the discomfort that comes along with not sleeping only adds more discomfort and pain. And I'm going to give you an analogy. Resisting discomfort, it's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The more you push it down, the more forcefully it tries to pop back up. And at first, you might manage to keep it submerged, but over time, your arms grow tired and the pressure builds, and eventually the ball shoots up even harder than before, splashing water everywhere and leaving you completely exhausted. Similarly, when we resist discomfort, we intensify the struggle and prolong the pain, making it feel even more overwhelming when it eventually surfaces. So the more we fight it, the more powerful it becomes. So it's through the practice of acceptance that, hey, this is my situation, it's going to pass, and the insight of impermanence, that everything passes, that creates a reduction of pressure. And that reduction of pressure can then make sleep happen or make it easier for it to happen. Another thing that it's about for some people, for most people in this program, it's about control. Trying to control sleep is a root reason most people, after trying everything to sleep, really struggle to sleep. And this is because sleep is not something that can be forced or controlled. And even the subtlest ways of trying to control sleep through sleep hygiene can make sleep more difficult to happen. And there's a time and a place for sleep hygiene, but it's how you think about it. It's not just what you do, it's how you think about what you do that can make the difference. So if you're thinking about, hey, I'm going to do all these things and then it's going to make me sleep, there's an attachment that builds pressure. That pressure leads to less sleep. And so when we can let go and allow sleep to happen through letting go of trying to control it, makes it more easy for it to happen. So when you become aware of all the subtle ways and in the not so subtle ways, you're attempting to force and control, and you start to let them go, makes it easier for sleep to happen. So this pattern could be what it's about for you. Again, it's not about sleep. For you, it's about all the ways in which you're trying to control sleep. And so by letting that go, it creates the greatest opportunity for sleep to happen. It increases that opportunity. And that's what this program is about, increasing opportunity for sleep to happen. And this is a really important reminder for people that are in that pattern. Sleep is a doing. It's not a happening. It's a doing. Sleep is not a doing, it's a happening. And anything that we're doing to sleep is something that we want to examine and explore. And so write this down. Sleep is not a doing, it's a happening. And what am I doing that I think is going to make sleep happen? And am I willing to let it go? Let it go and allow it to just happen. Very important distinction here. It's a happening. So another really common theme after working with thousands of clients is that we focus on sleep like it's a problem and then we obsess over it. Sleep is not a problem or the problem. Very important distinction. These are really important distinctions to understand. Because when we view sleep like it's a problem or the problem, it leads to obsessing over it. All the patterns we've been talking about before this are the things that keep us awake. So if we're going to obsess over anything, let's obsess about the things that keep sleep from happening or make it more difficult for sleep to happen. And let's stop focusing so much on sleep. Remember, it's not about sleep. What's it about? Maybe it's about control. Maybe it's about resisting discomfort. Maybe it's about both. Maybe it's about fear, doubt, and worry cycle for you. What is it about for you? Maybe it's about victim mentality, the victim mindset of this is happening to me versus for me. So when insomnia is happening to you, you're powerless. When it's happening to you, you feel hopeless. When it's happening to you, you have less choice. When it's happening to you, you struggle to sleep. When it's happening for you, when insomnia is happening for you, you're powerful. When it's happening for you, you feel hopeful. When insomnia is happening for you, you have more choice. And when insomnia is happening for you, you let sleep happen. This could be what it's about for you. Really understanding that it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. From this place, sleep happens. And for some people, this is the primary shift for them. This is what it's about, is really seeing this so that you can be more powerful. You can feel more hopeful. You can understand you have so much more choice. And then all of a sudden the body relaxes and sleep happens. I've seen it. Maybe what it's about for you is there's something out of balance or unresolved in your life. You know, sleep is like a check engine light often for our life. And it's just, hey, pay attention. There's something to learn. That's all it means. If we're not sleeping well, that's all it means. And so when a lack of sleep is happening for us, it becomes a teacher. It becomes a friend, or it becomes a messenger. Maybe it becomes all three. What in your life's out of balance? In your relationships, in your work, and how you're thinking about yourself maybe? You know, feeling not enoughness, worrying about whatever other people think, living your life to please other people. Or maybe for you, it's more about, you know, there's something that needs to be forgiven. There's unforgiveness, there's blame, there's regret, right? That's heaviness, that tension that creates tension in your body that then makes it difficult for sleep to happen. So where do you feel the most pressure in your life? Is it in your relationship? Is it in your work? Is it something that in the way that you're relating to yourself or life or someone else? Really take the time to think about that. I've seen this also be what it's about for a lot of people. When they understand, oh my gosh, this is what it's about. All of a sudden they release that tension pressure through forgiveness or through understanding or through communication or through making a change. All of a sudden, guess what? Sleep happens. So what is it about for you? Are you stuck in the fear, doubt, worry cycle? Are you resisting physical discomfort? Are you trying to control what's not in your control? Are you focusing on sleep like it's a problem and then obsessing over it? Is insomnia happening to you versus for you? Or is there something out of balance or unresolved in your life? This is what it's often about for most people. Maybe it's all of them. Maybe it's just one of them. Whatever it is for you, try to identify, what is it about for me? And once you identify, you create the awareness, guess what? Now we can change it. That's the beautiful part about creating awareness, is until you have awareness around something, it's very difficult to change, almost impossible to change. But once you have the awareness, guess what? Change can happen, and it can happen fast. So take the time to understand what it's about for you and communicate that to your coach, bring it to your, the community sessions. What is it about for you? And that's what we want to focus on, because again, sleep is a result. Sleep is an effect. This is often the cause. See you in the next training. Now, if you're ready to take the next step towards better sleep and want expert guidance, my team and I are here to help. You can book a free sleep consultation to learn more about how our proven approach can work for you. All you need to do is visit sleepscienceacademy.com to get started. And if you're passionate about sleep health and you want to help others overcome their insomnia, you can also check out our sleep coach certification program, where you'll gain all the tools and the training you need to guide clients to better sleep and transform their lives. So whether you're looking to reclaim your nights or make an impact as a sleep coach, it starts with one step. That's visit sleepscienceacademy.com to learn more. Thanks again for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review if you found this episode helpful. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next one.